Hello everyone, Digfig here, welcome back to Starfield. Left off tearing up this UC experimental lab, and we are incredibly overweight. And I've been ignoring objectives and just looting and pushing through things. Apparently we're gonna start off with some lockpicking. Let's see. I'm just gonna send you. See if it works out in the long run. Based on none of these fit here, I'm gonna go with not a good start. Why you don't just send it sometimes? Well, there wasn't the answer, so it must be there. You go there. Technically you fit like that, and you fit like that. For ammo. I think that's where like I got that gun from. So we did loot in here, but apparently I missed that and that. Little data pad under there too. It's just hard. This is where you access and authorize is what I was about to say. Authorize a bunch of flights that I don't know what happens if you do that. Just yeet a bunch of elite projects out into space. Loot you guys? Does that mean I didn't loot you? I did. We're backtracking a little bit here. Sometimes it's hard to remember exactly what you've looted and didn't loot. In between recordings, I got up, wife woke up, said hello to her, transferred baby custody. It's a weird way to word that. It's like, I took the baby when I woke up so she could get some rest. It'd be a pleasant surprise for her, and she was very thankful when she woke up and the baby was missing. It's a weird thing to say, but like she was like, hopefully my husband took him. Then she went back to sleep. We didn't check up here. Grab onto this. Poor lady didn't even get off the couch. I think she's the one I opened on.
How do you even manage to carry all that?
You know the fucking Santa Claus bags? That's how. Or too much Baldur's Gate 3 before this game came out. We got a bag of holding, buddy. So you're there, and there, which leaves just this singular spot. We're gonna just assume you go there. Oh, there's actually two that only fit on the inside. Huh. Inconvenient at the best. If I do you there, you there, does that leave enough to get to it? Yes. Empty. I mean, I'll take the 15 XP. But time spent versus XP earned, lockpicking is not great anymore. So I don't think we've done this level of this catwalk. Take a moment of infinite oxygen and boost on over here. Okay, let's go back. Pretty sure I looted down there. Go back this way. Do this objective back here. Technically, I don't think less than lethal actually matters in this game. Like, I meleeed a guy, but I think it's you meleeed him to death. Not like you meleeed him to unconscious. Find a route to bypass the checkpoint. Escape in blah 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 and the thing. Okay. Bypass checkpoint. Checkpoint bypass. We're great. So now if I authorize all these flights, what happens? Test flight already in progress. Authorized for flight. Okay. Guess we are going to be the test pilot. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Let's take the damage. Eat it. These undercover brothers of mine are not going to be happy with what I did to this place. We're gonna just save it here. I technically do have a save that goes all the way back before I trash that place. I'm just not a stealth guy. I don't like stealth. It's not fun for me. It's just a lot of save scumming. So this is just the vessel I'm on. It's not her vessel, right? Oh, this is a prototype ship, okay. Trauma pack, apparently this is now just mine. Like it doesn't count as stealing. Cool, cool, cool. Don't waste your time going down, buddy. We're going right back up. Can't see shit when you're so overweight. Ba, 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 ba. In a true Crimson Pirate way, we have looted everything. Totally scrapped that motherfucker. Is that the safe back here? Yes, it was. Is there a cargo terminal anywhere? Cargo terminals, enemy. Let's see what you look like. Enemy empty.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
I feel like this whole system would be on hard lockdown. Let me actually get a look at you here. Prototype ship? What's so prototypey about you? You just have some tiny little module on you somewhere that's considered a prototype. Undocking.
Hailing all UC ships. The intruder has the prototype. Engage at once. Alarms online? Received.
Time to GTFO. Fast as fuck. So where should I be running to? Initiate jump.
Hey, you might want this.
Wheelbarrow roll, Captain. We out. Only a little tiny scratch on the hull.
Jump complete.
Ooh. Actually, I want to see if you can register this ship as yours. I'd pay that money.
We have a key.
Register? Only 11,000 credits for a prototype ship. I don't know what's considered a prototype about it.
Dock. Right to the money.
Bored. We looted so much stuff, it's absurd. Ludicrous amounts of stuff.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Your previous ship's being brought back to the dock.
The thing is, I registered
Real
it.
nice ship you brought in. I can't wait to tinker with it.
Have a look.
I'm gonna take a second here and go to my base and organize inventory real quick. Actually, we can't. I can't fast travel yet, so we're just going through.
Whew. I never, ever imagined I'd be in the heart of the Crimson Fleet.
I mean, what's wrong with the heart of the Crimson Fleet, bro? First time I came in here, you said you can't believe you'd be back.
Protects our own, but you turn against us.
Turn against us in what? I just took on an entire UC military base like that. You think I couldn't come in here and delete all of the key? Please, come on. Let's be real here, people.
Buck says you brought his girl's ring home.
Well, you certainly made a lot of noise on that station. It's not my style personally, but you got the job done. That's what matters.
Sometimes you have no choice but to shoot. It was a stealth job and I screwed
but you
up.
still completed the job. At least that's something. You bailed before I could make the offer, but I'd like to buy you a drink to say thanks. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike.
Oh, so she knows about it. Okay. Nobody waste my time. That legacy better be real.
Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself.
Good.
Assuming we even get a cut. I'm still not convinced.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Roger. Love how it's still like, find a way to bypass the check, but the checkpoint's been bypassed. And blew the whole damn checkpoint open. It's good. We're good. Bypass might be the wrong word. It's been gone through. That a better way to word that? Going up. Apparel. There's 30 pieces of apparel here. Damn. That's the one I like to wear. That's Fashion Souls. Worse than stats in every single way. I like sitting here in a prison guard outfit. Talk to you? Gotta be closer?
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
No. Oh, comm spike was built into the ship.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often.
It does to me.
Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation.
She said you had to start a fight on the station, so it sounds like things didn't go smoothly.
Lucky for you, I don't give a damn how many Marines you killed. Your job was to get the comm spike, whatever the cost. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep
It's
me
all a
posted.
lie.
All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We
Okay.
get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
I have faith that Jazz can get that tech to work.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it.
Okay.
Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine then.
No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Are we pirates or politicians? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
If I wanted someone to commit petty crimes and snatch purses, I wouldn't be asking you. Take it as a compliment.
Estelle will
Valid.
be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting. But chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. So I want you focused. We are one step away from Quix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Roger. Now we get to figure out
on before Dale sees you slacking.
how pissed these legacy folk are gonna be. Absurdly pissed. I'm overweight. There's no fast travel when you're overweight. I actually need to get to my shit.
You're still
Yeah, I hope so, but I don't actually know, buddy. This is the really, really long way to get back to my ship. But it's what I'm choosing. Like I said, the very long way.
We may not
Should
have
be up
official
here, to the right.
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, there's actually some stuff I can sell right now.
I've got what you need. I bet I have something.
Did you reset? No, you didn't. It's not ideal.
See you around.
We sit somewhere 24 hours.
Yeah?
Gotta be a chair somewhere. There was one up top, right? It's like around a corner.
So Mia
Right here. It's my waiting chair.
more than patch you up. She's got a drugs of every kind.
B, wait 24 hours. Wait. We're gonna wait 24 hours. See you in the flip side. And just like that, 24 hours have passed. Up and over. This is the wrong way. My brain just exploded.
Weapons, ammo, whatever.
Still hasn't reset. I thought it was 24 hours. Huh.
Done here?
Oh well. Just a little bit of wasted time, I guess. Just go somewhere else to sell our 30,000 tons of stolen equipment, I guess. Probably after we visit home base, though. Is this back onto that prototype ship? Or is this actually back to my other ship? Find out shortly. To base. I don't know why there's a ship icon outside this planet for me. Okay, I'm gonna do some inventory management and then we'll pick this up. Okay, I completely cleared out my inventory, did some base management, and now we're going to head to the UC Village Vigilance and see how pissed they are that I just wiped out an entire UC experimental lab.
Sure. I've got a minute.
They're not openly hostile to me right off the bat, so that's a bonus. I would immediately nuke this ship if I were them, but maybe they want a tribunal and I'll be put in jail immediately. Hopefully I can deny what happened. See, there's a security detail waiting for me right here. Firing squad set up? No? Okay. Hey everybody. She ever sleep? Nah, I'm sure she doesn't. You know, mechanics and like the computer folk. We nocturnals.
Hey, I want to talk to you right now.
Oh, he
I
pissed.
have masks breathing down my neck. They're ready to shut down this entire operation. You open fire on SY-920 and kill people. Just who the hell do you think you are?
I've got the job done, so back off. I'm sorry, Commander, and I still so do when I run out of options. Didn't have a choice.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how UC System operates. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Tough throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here.
Killed like 50
let's get back to
dudes,
the
if not
operation.
more in there. Entire
Please
lab,
give me your
scientists,
report.
everyone wiped out. What do you mean time is short?
With the acquisition of the Comspike, the fleet is one step closer to Crix's legacy. And the more people we arrest, the greater the chance that your infiltration is discovered. We're working against the clock here, so let's start by discussing the status of the Comspike.
They're working on
It's
it.
just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
What's the
Bannock
problem?
4 is an EM-class gas giant. Your ship will need special protection to ensure the electromagnetic disturbances in the planet's atmosphere don't fry your circuits.
Yeah, okay.
The conduction
I wish you could mislead him more.
That's brilliant. But is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
If that's the case, inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake.
I'm pleased they're finally taking me serious. I hope that means I'm getting a pay increase. If I survive that long, aren't you concerned the fleet is getting closer to Chrysalis? What an embarrassing mistake. If I survive that
You've
long.
already come this far, which makes you the most resourceful operative in SysDef's history.
If we move in and attack the fleet now, we might not have the resources to bring them down. In addition, they're holding all the tech you need to get to Crix's legacy, so the smartest move is to let you get to it and then bring it to us.
I'm confident that once Crix's legacy is in our possession, we'll get the support we need from my superiors to take the fleet down. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
Okay then. Just an achievement for completing that quest? I mean, it wasn't that hard. Just caught everyone up.
If these missions keep going
Travel to Neon. I wish I knew more about the UC. To decide who to side with.
Yes. What?
Hey, the pilot guy's back.
Pirating business.
Classified stradation you mentioned, was it?
Yeah,
That's
it
why?
was. And you can probably guess what project it was for.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, I thought you might. I heard the fleet sent you up there for some more pirate work. Well, it's a big station and easy to get lost in. I don't know if Project Archangel is still running, but that's what I was assigned to.
What was it about?
We were testing prototype fighter ships. Experimental engines, weaponry, the works. The four of us were the best of the best. Emphasis on the were.
Must be a reason you're on the project?
As I was transferred back to SysDef because the need was great. The reality is I was kicked off the unit. I was so bored on that station, I spent all my time in the barracks drinking cases of smuggled booze. When the time came for my test flight, I was so wasted, one of the others had to cover for me. The engine caught fire right after takeoff. Pilot, crew, gone in a flash.
Yeah, I mean, you're alive. Found proof of fraud and systemic cuts to safety and security. It wasn't your fault.
Is that right? I guess that lets me off the hook with the jailers.
This is why I go through everything.
Not with the judge upstairs. I appreciate what you're trying to do, though. Just give me some time to process it.
Okay. Again, that's why I go through every single computer. I don't read them, but just conversation. I know you, Bethesda. You do that kind of stuff.
The smell of getting back into the harness.
Shh. I mean, I could just fast travel. There's no reason to actually run this out. What do I want to do? Do I want to start absolute power? Fuck it. Travel to Neon it is. I don't know who to side with. My buddy's sided with the pirates, so like I might just do side diff. Do different? See how this plays out. It's like I was doing some open world exploration off stream the other day, and like every base was full of pirates, and there was nothing to shoot or do because I was friendly with the pirates. It's kind of boring.
Scanners won't hurt you. Keep it moving, keep it.
Like super boring actually. Like, it was super disappointing that I didn't have anyone to fight. I need to find a solution to this green cloth thing being here and the way it moves. Either tape it up or something. You want me back here?
Dog.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Up there. Ooh, flag coming around that corner. Guess I did never restart it when I said I should, because I was starting to get some weird lag and bugs. This is one of those weird spots. Should I just follow waypoints? Probably. It's trying to get me to go this way. I thought it was up a level. Touché. She is a named gang member.
You looking to get zoned?
Nope, I'm looking for you.
Yeah? Well, if I had a credit for every time I heard that line, I wouldn't be stuck working in this place.
Ah, get it.
So, I'm guessing you're the rook that Delgado sent. Well, let me save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously.
Oh, let's cut the crap and get to work.
Are you serious? You're just gonna completely blow me off like that? I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
Benjamin goddamn Bayou is worse than the Crimson Fleet. I'm not even joking.
If you want to piss off, I glance on you.
All right. I get the point. Let's just get this over with.
Damn
I
right.
don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly.
Well, that sounds easy enough.
Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it.
Okay.
Well, look at you. You're smarter than I thought. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own.
I'll be on my way then.
And I suppose you're gonna head down to Generdyne and kick down the door? Wow, it's so simple. I can't believe I didn't think of that myself. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight.
I'm not going to, because if I do that
usual,
again, I'm
the weak
removed from the
link comes
case.
from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and you'll have the run of the place.
There's some polarizing if that helps.
Ryujin Cloak doesn't mean shit at Generdyne. So you're gonna have to deal with Komiko and potentially her boyfriend, Benjamin Bayou. Anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorico. Talk to the owner of the place, Micah. She'll point you in the right direction. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got an office in the trade tower if you're looking for something incriminating. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the VIP booth in the Astral Lounge so we can celebrate.
Okay then.
Don't let Komiko push you around. She isn't as tough as she seems.
We got jobs to do. Let's keep on keeping on. Let's head on in here and see what they got for us for this mission. It's been many hours. I paused it there. I had to get up. My desk thing keeps getting all screwy. You know, we're just gonna remove it for now. The corner of my desk can exist. I need to figure that out at some point. Okay, they wanted us to come back up here. We did talk to her, and I'm supposed to be doing sneaky shit, I believe. Oh no, I'm supposed to talk to two people. Locate evidence. Okay. Put the gun away.
Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight to lockup.
Why am I overweight? I'm not. Why am I using stamina normal walking? I'm not. Apparently my brain is seeing shit. Okay then. Oh wow. There's a lot of things here. I didn't realize that. Holy crap. A lot of places to search at some point.
Where every vice can be indulged, and they make up new vices every Thursday.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
Tour would have been nice. What's the grid?
See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power.
Tour would have been nice.
Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here.
If you don't mind talking about it, I'm willing to listen.
I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The
Therapy
conduction
dig
grid
coming
went
in again.
online almost 75 years ago.
Damn.
And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
Sounds like you a new person in charge of R&D. Can't imagine your superiors are happy. Let's go with that.
My superiors seem to only be concerned about themselves.
Does happen at
The
times.
problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't
nepotism.
know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
So you don't have much choice. Surely there's scientists working at his side.
Of course there are. But so far, Brayson has suppressed most of their work through pure jealousy. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted. What do you think I should do?
If you're worried about this company, then send the report. Here's exactly as the report say.
Describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the research and development division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genodyne as proof of his incompetence. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
We might get this guy killed, but like, fuck it. Send it, bro.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble, ask away.
Do you suspect she's in anything involved in illegal?
Hope to see you again.
We're going to go here. Carry things for this exact purpose. Persuasion, aid. I don't ever remember the name of this drug. Pop some pills.
No, it's good as long as it doesn't.
Persuade.
Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
Manipulation +5.
You're starting to make a lot of sense.
You only need a 1.
I hope so. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay?
If you're so nervous about getting involved, why are you allowing me in her safe?
Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city.
Good for you, man. Stand up for it.
Spend
Get
half
it.
their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is.
Good for you, buddy.
Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Oh, you know we got a witness right here, right? Do you want me to eliminate her? Or is she okay there? Huh? Trying to put in an operator suit here. Oh, you're just gonna let me in here?
Another day, another shift.
Cool, I guess.
What? I'm working here?
Any magazines in here?
The way things are looking at Genodyne, might be time to polish up my resume.
Just a wall computer?
I have a deadline to meet.
I guess you're... Oh boy. Trapped behind the door. Can we shut these? No, people just don't care that I'm in her office fucking with her shit. This is just straight up stealing. There we go. Those are the blinders we like to see. Out the door. Let's see what she's hiding on her computer. Send those to... Oosh. Notifications. Security reminder, expired. Automated updated, fail. Just an update available.
Never could
What?
get the hang of hacking.
Meeting with evidence. Let's take that stuff. She doesn't think anyone was here. Open the shutters again.
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
The tiny little office you guys got here. Have a good one, sir. I appreciate it. I'll keep it quiet. I was never here. To the lobby. Guns out. Guns away. My bad. Luckily the guards don't care if you pull a fully automatic large firearm out here.
I see you.
I have a feeling this is going to be more of a persuasion check kind of sitch. So let's wear our suit. Should we go full Farmer John? Did I leave my Farmer John hat with me? No. Shucks. Usually I carry my Farmer John hat with me. Yep. Apparently I'm just gonna be an operative today. Do you even operate in your business suit? Yeah, we do.
Let's settle this once and for all.
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
I'm looking for Emia Camille.
No, not this again. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
I have some documents for her to sign.
Yeah, sure. Tell me another one. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
Wouldn't be the first club I was tossed out of. Even the third.
You got a party, my friend. I'm no debt collector. I'm with the Crimson Fleet.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my,
What
I'm
now?
sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out, but, you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you. And I'm not changing my mind about that.
5,000 credits. Look it.
Excellent.
There's your 5 grand.
Here is
I
your
don't really care.
Please let us know if any.
Kill enough people and sell enough weapons where it don't matter.
May all your journeys be safe.
Be safe. Yours too, ma'am. Okay, in the launch.
Howdy.
Someone just say howdy to me?
Care for some Aurora?
Hello.
No, I'm good. Just looking if you had any magazines. You know, you had a nice clean establishment and then your bathroom's covered in graffiti. Like, what the fuck, people?
Yeah. What do you want?
I need a way to get into the power facility.
You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that.
Show evidence.
How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it.
What exactly do you do? Guess there's not much love for how things are progressing at the company.
If you had to work with Brayson Bayou, you'd understand. The man is still a totally incompetent fool, and he's running our company into the ground. The worst part of it is that he's Administrator Bayou's brother. So I can't fire him. I can't reassign him. I can't even yell at him.
Oof.
It's like having a cut on your body and you're helplessly watching yourself bleed to death. Except in our case, we're hemorrhaging money.
Got it.
Remember, we never talked.
Nope, we didn't talk. I know how to keep my mouth shut as long as you keep your mouth shut.
Love the vibe of this place.
So back to stealthing? Did I level up by any chance? It's like I still have yet to ever put. Where the heck did I get 3 skill points from? What? Did I get like a shit ton of XP from something? Maybe that mission I completed? I mean, I'm not gonna complain having 3 free points. Like, just yes, please. Where is stealth? Is it thief? That's pickpocket. Stealth. Adds a stealth meteor. 25 more difficult to detect when sneaking. Suppressed weapons to an additional 5% sneak damage. That just adds a mechanic. just straight up. So that's just the thing we need. Really, we're not there for that. We're trying to get to these. Told myself I'd put points into medicine just to be able to get to these. Now I'm more confused as I swear I already had one point in this. Did I die and not have a save? Huh. Both those suck. Only done 2 uniques too. I just need to build some ships. That would solve that problem altogether. So we're just gonna sit on 1 point. F5 it. We're probably gonna be doing some sneaky shit. There's an operative suit on. Let's push it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I have a stealth meter now. That'll make these stealth missions I've been doing probably a little easier. Oh, that's cool. Is that the fish? It's scary. Are these their boats?
Anywhere else,
So
a fish
cool.
processing plant would be no big deal. But that's Bayou's River of Gold.
So not combative here. Seafood vendors. Cities are so big.
If you got a thirst for something, Neon can deliver.
Is this where we go in a sneak? Oh, so many F5s, so many random attempts. Okay. It's not considered
everyone
stealing in
does their best
here.
work with security literally riding you.
Also, I guess you need to...
It's a rare thing to know they're right here and now. If you're sure you don't need backup.
You just need to hang out here, buddy. And not get detected, please and thank you. I don't need no body counts because you decided to get detected again. Already gone through that. F5. Always F5. Before you do anything. Also, I should K... Oh damn, that's a lot of folk.
Yes, the entire facility is well aware.
Do I want in or up? I guess would be in here. That's right, I stole lettuce. There's one padding guy here. There is a way to jump up here. Just want to be 17 more meters that direction though. An F5.
Honestly, he's not what I expected.
I'm out of here.
Oh shit. Why is she freaking out? So is this the way then? This down there didn't seem to be the way. Where you patting to, bro? That's not good news for me. What are you doing up here, bro? What can I do here? Nothing? So that guy went out that backside. Don't see any vents or anything. F5?
What was that?
Okay, they don't like me going out that way. Whole base is on alert apparently. Maybe it's this way? What you got? Shitty deep core pack? Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? Oh crap.
This should be fun.
What's up, bros? We're having a fun stealth moment. Hey buddies, don't mind me. Yep, so dead. When in doubt, run in doubt. Surprise, motherfuckers. Yeah, I'd be out too here. Master control room. I don't know if this is gonna count to body count if I don't actually hurt anyone. Fucking YOLO. I'm not good at stealth. Consumption grid. Okay, that's been done. Now I need to locate some guy. Anything here I can steal? Some batteries? Some data pads.
Technician Shibata, currently posted to Genodyne's R&D laboratory. Personal notation. I'd like to go on record about my feelings about Chief Technician Bayou. Though most of my fellow employees feel that he's underqualified and incompetent, I feel that they are underestimating him. I've spoken to Brayson at length, and I find him actually to be a kind and endearing person. I think that living in the shadow of his brother, Administrator Benjamin Bayou, has given him a bad name, and that's a shame. From what I can gather, he was placed in his current position against his own better judgment and asked to do the impossible. It's an unfortunate situation, but I will endeavor to get the rest of the technicians in the department to be more supportive.
Interesting. Hi, big robot out there. I see you. Someone had a good lunch. No more now. It's my lunch.
This is hopeless.
There's some quick loot. Well, we're not being actively currently engaged by hostile robots and enemy forces. No, you're not just hearing things. What's up, buddies? Shut this door. Good luck, have fun. Kid likes books. Get her books. Oh, they're honestly not looking too bad for me. Ow, dude, I shut this door for a reason, buddy. Can you leave that shut for me, please and thank you? Sorry, inbox. Rude liking shit up in here. Ow. Okay there, buddies. Holy crap. Hung around that room too long. Got it. They were not fans. Picks up. I got all the coffee going here. Not that I need more coffee. I have like every base's worth of coffee. Is any of that stuff interactable console-wise or anything? Any magazines hiding around here? Probably one in this building somewhere, right? A few rounds are worth some food. I don't see anything down there. I mean, I need to heal anyways. This current challenge I'm on. Well, that was explosive and rude. Okay, let's go through here. I'm looking for you. So I'm gonna borrow your stuff. Remember, I haven't killed anybody. Just a smash and grab. This guy's just sitting here pretending like it doesn't matter. So did I do all the bonus objectives and stuff in here? Yeah. Can we talk, buddy?
Oh, it's you. I was wondering how long it would take you to get down here. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. I just don't want anyone getting hurt.
There has to be catch.
No catch. I'm not trying to trick you. You want the cipher? It's yours. At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him.
I agree, he deserves everything he's got
I
coming.
think you could safely say that most of Neon would agree.
Yeah.
You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's shadow. Everything always works out for him, while I've been bouncing from one job to the next, barely keeping afloat. And all the while, he laughs at me behind my back. Thinks it's hilarious to make fun of his stupid brother. Like I wouldn't eventually find out.
Oh, give the ciphers, go get back to your brother.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take control for once. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A18. That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same.
Sounds good,
Feels
buddy.
good to
Have a
be
good
in
one.
Control for a change.
I'm gonna borrow all your stuff before we're out of here. Didn't we already use this? Change nothing? Oh, change something. Okay. You got the fancy shit here? Yeah, you got the fancy shit. What's going on out here? Oh, hey guys. Not shooting at me anymore? I'll take your thing. Just a depiction of the moon. It's a nice little pedestal chest you have. Deep Seeker space helmet. I think off-stream selling stuff. I did upgrade a helmet, which I don't mention. I now have a refined bounty hunter space helmet. It had higher stats. My previous one. I haven't changed my helmet in a very long time. From the Mark 1. Can't go to the penthouse. Okay. I really hope the undercover people don't care that I got spotted here. I didn't kill anyone. No bodies were dropped. I don't even think I fired a singular round off. Smashing grab. With no smashing really involved. A grab and grab? A run and grab? A sprint and grab? A dash and grab? Any of those things?
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss.
Okay.
It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems.
If you know why I'm here, then you know what's at stake, buddy.
All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted.
Cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying to remove the virus. If you know I'm from the Crimson Fleet, then you know I mean business.
And I'm a businessman, which means I know when to walk away from a deal. You want to know why? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business.
Your methods are no different than ours, my friend. Your arrogance is outstanding.
That's what they tell me. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
You with me, buddy.
Really? That's the story you're going with. Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder. I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head. So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Will do, buddy. And you also act like I give a fuck about your bounty. Sure, I'll just pay it off on my own base anyways, so what's the difference? What am I supposed to do? Huh. Aliens have strengths and weaknesses. Interesting.
Time to tell Cora we're back.
Why did it put me on the ship? Where is it sending me? Okay. Apparently we're getting back in. No bodies, dude. Even if they shoot at me, no bodies. Save up a little bit of stamina.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Alarms haven't triggered yet. That's a positive. A little surprised, but a positive. We're looking back behind us again. Is this the body they're gonna find? So surprised I have 3 skill points. Gotta love loading screens.
Such a grab rush.
Started stealing? That's a lot of wine.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astral Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? Man is priceless.
Well, he doesn't scare me.
You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly. Must be nice to be so naive.
I think I'm done here.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
When I get back to the key, I'll put in more Diego. Let me cut you in for some credits to cover your expenses.
That's exactly what I had in mind. I guess you aren't such a rook after all. How much are you willing to part with?
$9,000, I could care less.
Way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous.
Spend it wisely. Bayou's not one to take lightly.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me.
Roger Dodger.
Tell Neva she still owes me a drink for our poker game.
Will do.
Pour me a velocity, Dommy. I think we're in luck.
Estelle, you found a buyer. And in less than a week, I'm impressed.
There's just one teeny little catch, though.
Whenever there's a catch with you, it ends up costing me money.
Before you give me the guillotine, hear me out. The buyer wants the merch, but they want it tomorrow night.
And there it is. Do you have any idea what it will cost to get that many crates out of Xeno Fresh by tomorrow? No, not this time.
What if I told you they wanted 15 cases this time, at full price?
What about your comrades at the Crimson Fleet? Won't they want to taste? I'd hate to lose half of our profit.
You just worry about the shipment. I'll handle the fleet.
All right, then. You have a deal. Here's your drink.
You're a doll, dummy. Cheers.
Liver synthetic synapses. Huh. Audio log. Now we're headed returning to the key. Let's get off this neon bull crap. Full throttle ahead, please. Thank you. Prepare to duck. Duck initiated. Have a good one, sir. No crew dialogue, no nothing. No, we didn't. Nice and clean docking procedure. I mean, it's just a button you press, and just dock it, and auto docks. But it's fine. Oh, you waiting here?
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Someone will cook the potato in the microwave?
Oh, that's hilarious. You're a real comedian, you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
This feels like a trap.
Bogged grog is fine.
Would y'all break? Doesn't even look like a ruckus or a fight or anything.
You are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart. You want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right, I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
It's right here, buddy.
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
Oof.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC SysDef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home.
I'll prep my ship
Just
immediately.
slow down and listen before you jump the gun and ruin everything. Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the CommSpike module installed as well.
When do we get our own lackeys to do everything in creation while we lay back and watch SSNN?
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the legacy, and bring us the cash.
Sounds simple enough.
Nothing around here is simple.
Dell's right. You have to follow these steps carefully, or don't bother coming back. After you board the legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
You can count on me.
Yeah? I sure hope so. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving.
Okay there.
Now get your ass to Bannock 4.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast.
I'll be with my
Not
ship.
a problem.
Modify my ships.
All right, let's see.
Ship builder. You need me to install what? Like, what are these under? Equipment? Oh wait, there's other shit. Scan generator increases your chance of evading during ship's combat time if you are using a shielded cargo module and carrying compound. Huh. Yes, please. Yes, yes, please. CommSpike. Put you back here. You look good back there. What else do you have? You technically have... You have... What does the all-in-one have? Now you've just got me curious what the all-in-one is. I don't have a good place to jam you, just to look at you. Here's for these all the modules in one. Except ship is pimped out now.
You looking to start something?
Did you guys reset by any chance? No. Okay then.
See you around.
Well, on that note, everyone, we are out of time for this episode anyways. I really enjoyed making this. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you all in the next one. Digfig out!